It's on YouTube right now on my CrossFit Unstoppable channel. If you guys get on YouTube, there are 2 videos of shopping. I took my camera, this little camera, around Walmart, and I was holding it while I was shopping, putting in all the good stuff. So if you get on there, if you guys don't know how to shop clean-wise, look at the video and you can kind of get some ideas on food to eat. So it's on the CrossFit Unstoppable channel. I forgot I even had a channel until I looked on there and I uploaded the video. So get on there, you guys can do that. I'm going to get my notes. What we're here for tonight, and for the newbies, I know this is totally new for you guys, and that's why I have my veterans who came. We're going to do something totally new. So everybody here, you guys are my guinea pigs. All right? So even though Peggy has done like 3,000 challenges with me, and Norma and Julia's done a couple, Amber's done a couple, Lynette, this is something different, okay? So right now I'm in a course. I'm getting my precision nutrition certification, whatever we call that, and I'm hoping to put that all into a package to where I can do some one-on-one coaching, nutrition-wise, fitness-wise, because right now I've got, I got the fitness stuff down. Now I want to incorporate all the nutrition, which we have been doing with the nutrition challenges. But if someone wanted to come to me and say, I want to buy that package, I would give that to them. It'd be like a 3-month deal. So this is basically that 3-month deal, but you guys are getting it way cheap because it's free, okay? Except for your membership, of course, that you guys are buying. So you can do the challenge if you want. I'm not going to twist your arm or anything like that, because a challenge is a challenge, and this challenge is a lot different because we're going to go for 84 days, 12 weeks, okay? Everybody who does the challenge, I'm just going to, Norma made these handy dandy grids, and these are just your mark off. So every day you mark off, and you're going to reach 84. A little bit about my my past. I started off with Body for Life, and that's kind of where I came up with the 12-week challenge, because about 5 years ago I was a PE teacher, and I was about 220, 230 pounds, and I was sitting on my butt telling my kids to run around and do laps. Kelly knows me from Eldon, probably back in my big days, so, but weighing 230 pounds, I didn't feel good about myself. I talked to Kelly a little bit about, as moms, I know there's a lot of moms here, we put our kids before we put our health and our nutrition. And I always say, you gotta take care of yourself so you can give more to others. So this is what you guys need to do for yourself. You need to, one, you're here, you want to change, I think. Otherwise you all wouldn't be here. So there's something about why you want to be here. So that's the first question you ask yourself. If you've got a paper or whatever, or in your mind, just write down why you're here. Why do you want to change? What is a goal that you want to do? And make it to where, my change was because I was talking the talk, but I wasn't walking the walk, all right? So I was sitting there on my butt telling people what to do, run 5 laps, do some push-ups, da-da-da-da, and I was sitting on my rear the whole time, and I wasn't walking the walk. So I joined up this challenge. It was 12 weeks. It was hard, but the first 12 weeks I lost, I think it was 15 pounds and 10 inches in the 12 weeks. So that kept me going because, you measure and weigh every 4 weeks, you take pictures, and that's what we're going to do. So if you are going to sign up for this, tonight we're going to start that. So what we've got is your name, we'll have a weight, We'll measure in 5 to 6 areas. We'll do some before pictures, and then every 4 weeks, the end of the 4th week, we're going to do it again. So we start on May 11th. May 11th is the start day, so Monday. And we go 84 days from that, and August 2nd would be the last day. In between there, we would have, at like 4 weeks, there'd be like a window where you would be weighed and measured. I try to use this calendar. So if we started the challenge here, I might add like an extra week or something. Say, you have a 3-day window to get weighed and measured, okay? And what I'm doing with this challenge, with that little checkoff sheet, I'm doing something special for everybody who finishes that 3-month challenge, okay? I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's big. And I just thought about it today. It was like, you've got to give something to people. You've got to reward people for a job well done. And a challenge, I did 3 of these in a row, and it was hard. I still remember I would mark off with chalk, sidewalk chalk in my basement, each week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I would mark off each week, and I would go out and buy a new pair of shoes or something after I finished a month or whatever. So set those little goals and commit to that, and you guys can do that. So we've done challenges here before. We've done 30 days, we've done 40 days, we've done 6 weeks, we've done what was the longest one we've done?
60.
What? Did we do it? We did a 10-day detox, but I think 60 day. That was like 60-day challenge. This is 84, so it's harder, but you're going to see more results. In the 3 challenges that I did, in the 9 months that I did, I ended up losing 53 pounds and 47 inches. That's how big I was. And you stick with it, and if I would have had CrossFit during this, I would have had better results, because I was just kind of staying with the same routine over and over. This changes every day. So this is, in my opinion, the best fitness thing that you guys can do. Nothing bad about any other gyms or Zumba or aerobics or anything like that. You can do what you want to do, but I think CrossFit's the best bet for your buck, okay? So during this time, this is kind of a bad time. I've heard people talk about, well, the summer's really a bad time. We got barbecues, we got beer, we've got wine, we've got this and that, we've got, kids' sports and stuff like that. That's okay. That's why I'm calling this the Life Strong Challenge, because life is going to get in the way. You can't just turn everything off for 3 months and say, I am not going to have this, okay? What the 12-week challenge is, kind of based on is you're going to have like a cheat day where you can eat what you want, you can drink, set it up within that week, for like 1 week, you can either pick a cheat meal or a whole cheat day. Well, I'll tell you, the first time that I took a whole cheat day is, I felt like crap the next day, because your body is used to that clean eating, and the next day was not pretty. Last week I went on a vacation to Texas, and I drank. I ate pretty clean, but I didn't really pay attention to the proteins, carbs, that kind of stuff. But I got my butt kicked this morning during the workout. I could tell that I'd been drinking. I could tell that I hadn't worked out. So the food that you put in your body, you need to think of it as fuel, okay? You think about it, if anybody has a diesel or just a regular car, would you put diesel fuel into your body or into your car. You know, I always use that example, there we go, that example to, you know, if you put diesel fuel into your unleaded car, you know, that it's going to mess it up, right? So the same thing, you put crap into your body, it's going to mess it up. And I'm not going to get into all the scientific stuff because just the things I've shared with the people on the Facebook group, it's just crazy how one bite of food, what it has to do, what it breaks down into to make it make your body work. Okay, so we're just going to get to the basics, all right, and kind of tell you what to expect during the challenge, what you can do. What we do with these challenges is that we have teams or partners. These partners, and that's why I'm glad there's a lot of people here who have done these challenges before, because I'm going to put, you know, there might be two new people with two people who've already done it. So that way they can kind of be a mentor, show them the ropes. And what we've done in the past, which really helps, is being accountable. I was held accountable by a forum that, you know, was kind of like an online group or whatever, and I would check in every day. And if I didn't check in, I mean, they would wonder where I was, you know, because I would always post every day. And it's the same thing that we're going to do. Is there anybody not on Facebook? Everybody here is on Facebook except for TJ, so you are? Okay, so if you are, you can help be in there. So if you are not my friend on Facebook, you've got to be my friend. Some of you guys, newbies, are already my friends. I've already requested friends. But for the new people, request me so I can put you into the Facebook group. What we have is a nutrition group, and it's private. It's a private Facebook group, and between now and May 11th, I'm going to get on there. I'm going to give you guys some sample meals. I'm going to give you guys sample foods, different things like that. How much you should eat, when you should eat, that kind of thing. How much? We'll have some recipes on there. How do you spell recipe?
RECIPE. PE. Yes.
It looks weird. What we have come accustomed to do is sharing motivation, just getting people. And I know the first 2 weeks, everybody's like, I can't remember who it was, but I think I gave a point for every, was that what it was? We gave a point every time you posted to the thing. So someone texted me, I mean, there was probably 50 inspirational posts or whatever, and someone's like, I'm on inspiration overload, because every time you'd open up your Facebook, there'd be something there. And yes, it does inspire you, and it makes you think about, you don't really know how it's going to make somebody else feel, because you might put something out there, you don't know if they're reading it or not. That's why I put so much stuff out there. If you guys ever get sick of me, just hide me. So, you already did, Stacy? Oh, I'm just kidding. Because you don't know who you can touch. Because somebody might be having a bad day, and they open up their Facebook page and they see something that, oh, I needed that. Once I get you guys with your partners or your, I think the teams work better. But we've done partners before. We've had teams in the past where we have 3 or 4 people on a team. I might go with the points. I might not. We might just be, this is individual. Because it's going to be hard this summer. You know, my daughter graduates in 3 weeks, and you know, I'm probably going to celebrate and have a beer because, you know, my baby girl's graduating. You know, we got July 4th. We got our Wad and Wine Night, which is on June 5th. Everybody's invited except for the guys. You can't come, Jason. Well, you guys need to plan something.
You have beer and barbecue.
There we go. You guys are going to do beer and barbell, okay? So, like I said before, life happens and things are going to get in the way. So I don't think I'm going to go with the points, but I might throw something out there. But request me. There's probably about 5 people here that I still need to be friends with. We will create, whoever wants to sign up, we will create that page and I will add you to that group. And whoever's not doing it, they're getting kicked out. So, not that I don't want to help them too, but if you guys commit to this, I want to help you guys. I don't want to worry about Joe, who's not really he's just half-assing things. Because I want you guys to go in here wholeheartedly, really wanting to make that change in your life nutrition-wise, okay? The things that we're going to focus on during this challenge are clean eating, your workouts, and water. So I just came up with this because sometimes that happens, right, Norma?
Moment by moment.
So you're going to get that little checklist, all right? So we've got, you know, the number 1 there. And what you can do is kind of like a 3, you can give your own self like a point system to go by. So let's say you get your clean eating for the day, you didn't have any cheats or whatever, you make an X. You got a workout in, you went for a run, whatever, you make a line there. And then you got all your water intake. That would be a perfect day. That would be 3 points for you, okay? If you have too many of these, with no marks, that's bad. That means you need to get your butt in gear, okay? So, sleep is good. We'll talk about that, but, you know, if you want 7 hours of sleep, you want 7 hours of sleep. I mean, you want that rest time, but I was trying to go for the 3 strikes and you're out type thing. Not 4 balls, that kind of thing or whatever. So if you want to add sleep to it, Stacy, yours could be like this. All right? So we'll just go XX/down. Just something that's going to keep you guys motivated, keep you going. And then you can tally up your points for the week. So say this is the 7th week, you can put your points down. You know, there's 21 points possible. If you scored 17, look back at what you might have missed if you missed your water for the week. Water, I recommend half your weight in ounces. If you are 150 pounds, you should be drinking on a normal day 70. You okay, good? Are you okay? All right. If you're 150 pounds, 75 ounces of water. Working out, I would add another 30 ounces to that, okay? So you want to drink that, especially in here. The 4:35, 36, 30 classes get really warm, and you know, the people that just worked out, you guys can attest to that. So make sure that you're hydrated, otherwise your performance goes down. Your internal organs, they start shutting down, and it's a mess. So just drink your water. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the Facebook stuff? And we'll get that going as soon as I get everybody who wants to sign up, because I know there's some people who had ball games and things like that. I will probably have a post on the CrossFit Unstoppable page. Is this too much stuff for y'all? Because my mind works like this, so anyway. website. That's how you guys found me. So CrossFitUnstoppable.com. On that website, there will be, I will probably put some kind of information about the nutrition challenge. I already did one a couple days ago, or it might have been, what is today, Monday? Might have been yesterday or Saturday. But I'll have some links that you can print off, maybe a point sheet if you wanted to keep something like that. Different recipes that you guys can print off. So also on there is what the workout's going to be. So my 10 new members, once you guys get done with Thursday, Friday, you guys can come to whatever class that you want to. So on Thursday night, usually it's around 8 o'clock, the workout will be posted. And I've gotten texts from some of these people in this room, the workout's not up. What's the workout for tomorrow? And sometimes they're pretty antsy and they want to know what they're doing the next day. But you can find out what you're doing, by looking at the website. It automatically posts to Facebook. I don't know how that works, but Britt fixed it for me. So you can just click on the link and it'll take you right to the website. So you can either do it that way, or you can put it on your home screen, on your phone, whatever. I'm going to hand out foods to eat, foods not to eat. We're going to talk about what should be in your diet. And like I said, I am just going to touch on this.
Too late.
So we've got 3 different levels. Levels. Right now, I personally should probably do performance, because if I just get into a lifestyle, mode or whatever, then I end up, I don't have a drinking problem, but I like my beer, okay? My name is Debbie, and I'm not an alcoholic, but I like my beer and wine, but on occasion, so I should really be at this point right here. So if you look at these foods, what we're going to focus on, especially, you can pick whatever group in here. I'm not going to tell you what you can't eat and can eat. I'm just going to tell you and give you some suggestions on what's going to help you the most. What's your goal? Do you want to just lose 5 pounds in 3 months, or do you want to lose 30 pounds in 3 months? It's one of those give and take things. If you want to lose more, if you want to tone up, if you want to get in better shape, then you will do more and you will make more sacrifices, because this is a challenge. I would suggest, especially all my new athletes, for the kickstart, okay? This one right here, and not go totally cold turkey on everything, because in 3 days you're going to want to give up, because you can ask some of the people who've done this, who've gone cold turkey when we did the detox. That was crazy. You're mad because you can't have your sugar. They say now that with brain scans that cocaine and sugar match up the same on the brain scans, and it's crazy. And if you look at our world today, look at America, what the kids are eating, what we're eating, it's processed stuff. I did mention on the video, one of my sayings is, if God made it, then it's good for you. If Hostess made it or Coca-Cola made it, don't eat it, all right? So on this kickstart, you can see there's all these things that you can eat, okay? If you come down to the bottom here, the no and the no, those are your pastas and your breads, okay? So, does anybody know why we want to stay away from those? Carbs turn into the sugar if they're not burnt, okay? So, even if, I mean, I'm not going to preach whole grain versus, you know, white bread, things like that, but the grains, yeah, it just turns to sugar. The process in your body, if it is not used, all the glucose, the insulin, all that stuff, the big words, if it's not used, guess where it gets stored? Body fat, okay? So that's why we have a problem in today's societies, because too many people are eating the processed stuff, the breads, the pastas. It's okay to have a biscuit now and then, but know that if you don't burn that off, then it's going to be stored as body fat. Okay? I'm reading up somewhere. Rice, you want to stay away from that. You can have coffee. You can have coffee. You can. Oh, coffee flavored drinks. Okay.
I saw
It's
coffee
like,
in
what?
there. I was freaking out.
The thing that you don't want to put in there is like the pumps of, you know, French vanilla or what, you know, those kind of things. Okay. Yeah. Anything that ends with Iato is bad. No Iatos for you all, or lattes, okay? Coffee is good. Can't get chocolate. No chocolate chips. I know some of your all's weaknesses. On the back side, we got the dairy. So like performance, you know, I have my Greek yogurt. That's one of my meals. Greek yogurt with blueberries. I would probably keep that in there. The whey protein, and again, on the Facebook page, I'll get into some meal samples or whatever, because I don't want to bore you guys to tears tonight. But if you look on there, you know, for the kickstart, you guys can still have your milk. You can still have the sour cream, but you want it in moderation. You know, read the labels. That's the most important thing with nutrition, is look on the labels. And I tried to put one of the labels of the almond butter on the video, but it had almonds, and then the second ingredient was sugar. So look, I mean, it might, you know, advertising these days, you know, peanut butter is so good for you. You know, whipped peanut butter, let's make it into a snack for the kids or whatever. And you look on there, it's peanuts and sugar. So you just, and the Nutella, who eats Nutella here? Throw it away. Okay? So I had somebody, but it tastes so good. I was like, because you're addicted to the sugar in it. So read on there. If it's got 3 or 4 ingredients on there with no sugar in there, it's probably okay for you guys. Okay? So read the labels. Labels are important. Cheese, stay away from cheese. Not good. Water, of course. You look down on the beverages. You see the wine or spirits. Everybody see that? No for performance, 1 per week for lifestyle, 1 per day for kickstart. That'd be a problem. So let's say you have a beer a day. Let's say Mick Ultra has 96 calories. Yeah, I know how many calories. What? Okay, well let's say I have a glass of wine every day on my kickstart or whatever. It's still, if I'm not going to use that up, it's still going to be turned into sugar and stored as body fat. Okay, so I would say one a week, a couple a week, or something like that. Okay, fruit juice, I would not go to that just because of the natural sugar in there. It's high in sugar. Orange juices, pineapple juice, different things like that. Definitely no on soda. Do we have any soda drinkers here? Diet soda drinkers? You want to try to eliminate that because of the fake sugar in there. It tricks your brain into saying it is sugar, so it will still say, Mary, feed me some carbs. Okay, give me some carbs. So on these things, try to wean yourself off of the things slowly. If you're like the diet soda, don't just go. Robbie would probably kill you, you know, if you totally went off of that. So, you know, maybe if you drink 5 diet sodas a day, cut it down to 2. I know Penny, I think she wants to do the challenge, but she was drinking, I think it was 8 Diet Cokes a day. So, and we finally got her totally off of Diet Coke. So, and her performance and everything really improved on that. The junk food, if you guys look on there, sweet potato fries, as long as they're, you want to ask, I mean, when you go to a restaurant, ask them what they cook their stuff in. You know, if they're, you know, cooking their things in lard or, you know, whatever, that's not good for you. So, you know, you want to ask if it is coconut oil, which I highly doubt it. Just stay away from the fried stuff. You know, you guys can read down there, no on the chips, processed stuff. So this is a guide. It's not what you guys have to live by, but it's just it's from the Whole30 challenge. If you guys have ever heard about that. But you can use this as a guide. We'll put meals up on Facebook as a guide for you guys. I had a thought and I forgot about it. It might come back to me. Food diaries. I'm really bad about starting one now because I pretty much know in my head what I can eat, what I've eaten before. But in those 3 challenges that I did with Body for Life, I have every single meal written down, every single workout I had written down for the 9 months that I did those. So if you are new to working out in this environment, new to this kind of nutrition, keep a food diary, or at least, you know, May 11th through May 14th or whatever, write down what you are eating, at least for like 3 days. I will look at it and I will say, okay, you're missing some protein here. I looked at someone's food log before and she was only getting about 20 grams of protein a day. So if she's trying to build muscle on 20 grams of protein, it ain't happening, all right? So on protein, and I will get into this a little bit, on protein and carbs, protein, and I know this sounds like a lot, but you want a gram of protein per pound of lean body weight, okay? I would just kind of guesstimate what, I mean, I've got one of those handheld body fat things. I'm not going to do it tonight, but if you want your body fat tested, I will do that for you. We just have to know your height and your weight, and you just stand there with it's plus or minus 4%, so it's kind of accurate. The protein, I'm 170 pounds, so Peggy and I got our body fat tested a few weeks ago, and I'm 25% body fat. So, so I would have, how many? 75 75 grams? No. What's 170 minus 25 is what? Do the math. I haven't even wanted. What's the math?
145.
145? So I would need 145 grams of protein to keep my muscle that I want to. You know, I'm probably not getting that right now, but I get that with you know, protein shakes, chicken, turkey, lean meats. All that's going to go up on the Facebook page.
How are you getting that math? Because aren't you also made of like bones, water, organs?
It's an estimate.
But is your protein really just your body weight minus fat? I don't know, that just seems really, really high to me. Like,
It is high.
Math, I mean, you got your skeleton that way, it's like.
That's it.
Right. Well, that was included in my percentage. My 25%. That was included in there. So it's going to be a guesstimate. I mean, I would probably, you know, if you weren't really sure, if I weren't sure, then I would probably say, okay, I'm going to go at least for 130 grams. And yeah, it seems like you're eating a lot, but there's things out there, you know, a big piece of chicken, that's 35 grams of protein. So you can get that. You can get almost 30 grams in a protein shake. So, and we'll go over that. Because if you're not eating the right macros, then your body doesn't function the right way. Carbs, you want to probably around 100 grams a day. 100 grams on that. You don't want to go under 50. If you go under 50, especially working out here, then you're not going to be able to function, okay? Healthy fats, probably, I would say 25 grams. And from there, you get that from almonds, you get it from coconut oils, olive oil, different things like that that you will consume in your diet. So these are just guesstimates, okay? This is not, you know, the law, all right? Everybody's body is different, so your body is going to react to different things in a different way, okay? But we're going to start small and gradually get into things, okay? We're not just going to say, okay, you've got to go out and eat 150 grams of protein. I mean, your body will just say, what the hell? So, anyway, start small. The biggest thing I want you guys to do and think about is eliminating the sugars, okay? And sugar, it's it's tricky because these when they make products, they sneak the sugar in there and use these big old long words. And I'll come up with a document that has, I think there's like 100 different names for sugar. You know, if it has any kind of OSE, dextrose, I'm not going to make up words, but like maltose, sucralose, fructose, those kind of stuff, stay away from them. Read the labels, okay? That'll be your best friend right there. I still have something in my head, and I can't remember what it is.
Let me tell you the phone with a mentor will help them along in more detail too.
So what we are going to do, does anybody have any questions about the food list or anything like that? Oh, I know what I was going to say. So at your house, and this we did this, I think, the first 6 months that we were over in, we were next door in this this building, and I had everybody clean out their pantries. Stacey, can you go give me a water?
Run my stroller around.
Anyway, they cleaned out their macaroni and cheese. They cleaned out their rice. Anything that, you know, the peanut butter unopened stuff. They brought it to the box. We call the gym the box. If you guys haven't figured that out, because it's just. Anyway, so if we ever say that, that's what we call it. So we cleaned out pantries, and we had like over 300 packages, cans of food that we donated to Samaritans because you don't need it in your house, because if it's in your house, then you're going to probably eat it because you're going to have some kind of, craving, and you're just going to eat it. So we might do that the best thing to do is to clean out the crap. All right, so you've got that. I know some of you guys have kids and they still eat that stuff. That's fine, but you make a commitment of staying away from that stuff, okay? Because you guys are going to be doing this challenge, I hope. So, first thing, especially with the new people, Facebook, we'll start that stuff up tomorrow. I'll have time to get that going tomorrow. We are going to get, if you are going to do the challenge, we have to get measurements, and we are going to do a baseline workout, okay? The baseline workout is it's pretty simple. It's just body weight movements and running or walking if you can walk. And what we'll do is we're going to test it. We're going to test it now, and then we will retest it in a time frame around, end of July, somewhere in there, okay? And just to see how much better, working out, clean eating, those kind of things can do to your body, okay? And I know when we did, was it the 60-day challenge? We did a lot harder workout than we were going to do tonight, but they took off, I don't know, I think I was sick that week. Stacy, did you do the 60-day challenge? Lynette?
Yeah, I did.
Stacy, what did you took off?
There was a couple that took a couple minutes off.
Yeah, a couple minutes, going from, it took them 10 minutes, and then they got it down to 8 minutes, just from 60 days of working out, clean eating, those kind of things. So, put that in perspective, one day, one workout at a time. Don't look at it, I gotta go to August 2nd before I'm done. You put in your mindset, okay, how long did it take for you to put the weight on? It wasn't 90 days, okay, or 84 days. Everybody's gonna have a different goal, but put it in that perspective and just work on that chart, marking off those days, checking them off, and pat yourself on the back that you're doing something for you, okay? Anybody have any questions about this? Because we're about ready to get started with Beth. I'm going to put you in teams. What I'm going to do is probably put 2 newbies with 2 veterans, people who are new to the nutrition challenge, like you've never done one. Roberta and Jason haven't done one. Alan has. So I'm going to consider you guys newbies. So you guys will be put with people who've been around the block 1 or 2 times. So that way they will serve kind of like a mentor. I'm always available, but go to your mentor first because we've got about 100 members, and I can't answer every single text or whatever. Do the research first and see if you can answer. I always tell this story. When I've done a nutrition challenge, when I first started off, it's like you got to be smart. You've got to, help yourself, because if you go out and research the stuff yourself, then it's going to probably make more sense to you than just me spoon feeding you. But this one gal, she asked, "Do I eat the red or green apple?" It doesn't matter. Just do some research. Okay, don't depend on me. Don't depend on your mentor or whoever you're with to do the work for you, because in the end, who lives with you? Yourself. Okay? We can work out in here. This is the only thing that I can kind of control, but the other 23 hours that you're out there, that's on you. So it's up to you guys. It's not up to me. or your mentor or anybody else in your group. So if you want it bad enough, then you'll do the work, okay? If you're going to do this challenge, go ahead.